Also, I'm missing my R. Like, I literally just realized this. My R is missing off my Air, and I literally just unboxed these. So definitely quality is not good on these, man. Well, it's good, but I didn't get the best pair at all. I got one of the worst ones you could probably get. Bro, I just took an hour drive in all this traffic to get told that the raffle is going to be online, man. There was a few other people outside today, and I'm wondering, like, why is it not that many people outside? They're not doing an in-store raffle to, like, help your chance be better like how they did in Chicago. It is all online, man. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get these than I was expecting. I was thinking if you was to go into the store, you may be able to get a chance to win a pair that way, but I don't know, man. I don't know, but I just drove a whole hour. As soon as I got here, then they put a new link up saying, like, you know, the in-store raffle. So I guess they didn't want to deal with the traffic. I don't know, but hey, man, a whole hour drive for no reason. You got the SWAT team up there.
Have your email. We're not going to start until 1, but just make sure you have your email and your ID out. So 1 AM, I'm trying to buy more stuff. Yeah.
All right, bet.
I don't know
I got
what
you.
they do, bro. Yeah, bro.
My son Davis better pay me extra. Limited item. It's sold out. Sold out dates. Yo, I'm okay with those.
Go. Let's see what you got. We got him. Woo! Here it is, man. The undefeated bag, regular undefeated bag. We didn't get any special bag in NYC, which is kind of a bummer. But this is the shoe, man. So we get this nice old school Jordan box right here, but they put their own little spin on it, and it says, you know, 2025 standing for 2025. All right, we see the Jumpman logo, the band, you know. And then we see the undefeated sign, circle right there. Really dope details. Simple box, but you know, it is what it is. I did go with a size 9.5 on these. We don't get just retail on this box, but we did get this undefeated sticker right here. And these will be costing $230 now. Depending on where you got these from, everywhere you got them from, you had to pay taxes on them. So the only place you will be getting these without paying taxes is if you get them off of sneakers. But this is the shoe, man. I'm really happy to have this shoe in my possession. One of my favorite shoes of all time. It's hard for me to say my favorite shoe of all time because when one of my favorite shoes come out, it's my favorite right then and there. I look at it for a few days, I smell it, you know, do all these things to it. But when my next shoe comes out, then I don't know. It just seems like that one is my new favorite. But let me know if you guys was able to get these today. If you got them in store, let me know if you guys hit on the online. I wasn't able to hit nowhere for these shoes, guys. Nowhere for these shoes. And you know, these shoes were really, really hard to get. Now, I was in NYC, if you guys watched the B-roll, and I tried to go do an in-store sign up, and they said no in-store sign up. And then they released it to everybody to just sign up for on the internet, which was kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? At first, they said it was going to be an in-store sign up, and you know, then they made it like a bigger release. I guess, you know, thinking about it from their point of view, if you have, let's say 100,000 pairs, you know what I mean, and they split the 100,000 pairs within the stores, within the undefeated store, let's just say each store got about, you know, 30 each or 20 each, 20,000 each. That's a lot of pairs for one store to have, you know what I mean? And even though when you guys see those scrums, when I show you guys those videos, 1,000 people don't be out there. It'd be like 200 max. But when you see those big scrums like that, it's less than 100 people that be in that scrum, and then the rest of the line starts to, you know, straighten out. So when you think about that as a store, you're like, yo, I gotta sell these pairs. And I think, you know, they didn't want the shoe to look like it was sitting and whatnot. So I get why they probably changed it later on. Now, you know, the Air Jordan 10s also did come out today, and you know, that shoe sold out in 4 minutes. And a lot of people were saying that they didn't like that shoe and everything like that. But, you know, 3 shoes ultimately dropped today, which was the Air Jordan 10, the Air Max 95 SB, which is dropping later on in sneakers, but it dropped at skate shops today, and this shoe right here. Now, there was weeks prior to this shoe where there was nothing that released, and they could have released those shoes when there was nothing. So 3 shoes did come out today, really 4, because the orange label SB also got dropped at the skate shop, which I will be showing you guys in the next video. But I'm really happy to have this shoe, man, but a little bit disappointed how they handled this. Also, when I got my loss in the email, it said, you know, congratulations. I'm like, oh shit, I won. But then I keep reading the email, and it's like, yo, we're sorry and all this other stuff. And then you look back and read it, you're thinking it's saying congratulations, still undefeated, but that shit says defeated. And I'm like, oh man, they really like tricked me. So when I got my second loss for the online pair, I guess they took that header off, because me and a whole bunch of you guys also was like, yo, they basically like trolling. So they kind of changed their header up. But yeah, man, this is the shoe right here, man. These shoes are going for about $700 right now, and I didn't pay $700, but I paid a pretty penny for these, and I'm really upset about it. But you know, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna have to try to get these off my hands and get my pair for a little bit cheaper. But let's look at it, man. So happy to have this shoe, guys. Like I said, my grill, we do get a stamp on the top of the lid here, like a circle stamp, and we do get like a lot number right there. And on the tissue paper here, we get the Jumpman and, you know, the Undefeated logo. And then we get this nice little card on the inside of the box. It's like a postal card. It's showing you, you know, how the location originally looked right there in 2002. On the back of the postal card, really, really dope. All right, so we do get an extra set of laces on these, orange laces. I believe pinning orange laces in these shoes is a must, just a pop of color. Now, if you guys been following my channel for a long time, you know, this type of green, you know, is in my color palette. I love black, I love gray, and I love green. So these shoes are gonna be a must for me to wear. We do get, you know, the patches on these that we've recently seen on, you know, the Rare Airs. These shoes do come individually wrapped. And this is the shoe, man. What do you guys think about it? Is it gonna be a cop or drop for you guys? Let me know in the comments box below. And you know, to be honest with you guys, the pairs that people did win online or from Undefeated, they aren't getting shipped out until I believe the 29th, which is around the same time that they will be dropping on sneakers. So the market won't get tanked. So I do think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? If these shoes was, you know, going out within the next few days, the market would have went down just a little bit. But with the way they're handling this one, the market is going to stay put for a few days, in my opinion. All right, no white and green sticker on the inside of the box. When you get it from sneakers, it might have a white and green sticker, but these are the shoes, man. Now on the left shoe here, we get this nice, you know, Undefeated hang tag right here, which is really dope. I like wearing my shoes with the hang tag. Let me know if you guys like that as well. But this is a really dope shoe, man. A Grail, you know, when these first came out, supposedly there was less than 100 pairs. They were saying there was like 77 pairs. But I think the part that everybody likes or dislike on this shoe is that it came with the Nike Air. Now, when these shoes first came out, you know, Jordan Brand did transfer over to putting the Jumpman, you know, back there. And a lot of people saying they wish they would have came like they originally did. I like it like this, you know what I mean, with the Nike Air. But it would have been nice to see him with the Jumpman. But, you know, you can't make everybody happy. A lot of people are mad that it didn't come with the Jumpman. A lot of people are mad that the color is a little bit off, and I don't like the color, so that's why I didn't go for him. That type of stuff, knowing that they went for him and just didn't hit. But I really liked it. I really dig the back of these, man. They look really nice and sick to me. But I do have a problem with my shoes, and you guys probably noticed it if you've seen it on Instagram, on the story and whatnot. If you guys aren't following me there, follow me on Instagram at whydavis, on TikTok as well at whydavis203. But these shoes have a lot of quality issues, man. A lot of quality issues. You know, rumored to be 100,000 pairs on Undefeated, split it between Undefeated and another 100,000 pairs for sneakers when it does come out. But so 200,000 pairs total, supposedly. I don't know how those numbers go, but I know you guys like to hear about that stuff. But my shoe looks good in my opinion, but close up and personal, I have a lot of imperfections. So I have a lot of glue stains around the front of the toe cap. on the side. And on my right shoe is the one that's really bad. Like the stitching is not cut through all the way. You can still see the stitching in there. I have glue stains right here on the suede. So, you know, the quality on these is up there, but on my pair, I didn't get the best pair, man. I have a little bit of, you know, quality issues on my pair, which is a big deal, but not really a big deal, you know, especially if I'm gonna be wearing it. But I don't think I'm gonna be keeping this pair. Like I said, I paid too high for it, and I believe the price is gonna come down just a little bit, especially around sneaker time. So that's what I'm really banking on, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to sell these, get them off my hands as soon as I'm done reviewing these and doing what I need to do with them. But I just had to get them in person. I had to get them today. I didn't want to have FOMO, just in case these things do plummet, you know what I mean? I just wanted to have my pair. But, you know what I mean? If the price is gonna stay where it stays, I might have to let these go, man. I might have to let these go, but I'm honestly banking for them to go up after today and the weekend so I can let these go and feel more comfortable about just, you know, getting a review out to you guys. But man, these shoes are amazing, guys. But looking at the bottom of the shoe here, you know, it is all black. We get that orange down there, and we see the traction pad with a little bit of orange there towards, you know, the top of the toes. The very detailed stars down there. Looking at the midsole here, this is not like a pure white. It's more so like an aged white towards the back here, just in case you guys are wondering. Even right here, if you guys look at my midsoles, like they didn't paint it all the way through, but it is what it is, man. Towards the front half, we get black, and then coming up towards the base of the shoe here, it does come in like this nubuck suede. I don't really see a pattern change on this shoe at all, like when I'm moving my hand on it. Towards the back half, we see a little bit of pattern change, strokes back there, but nothing too crazy, man. It's not like really noticeable, but the suede on this is really nice and tight in my opinion. Feels amazing. You can see a little bit of strokes when you do put your hand past it, so it does have a little bit of pattern change, but nothing too crazy. Coming up towards the, you know, the wings on this shoe right here. I love the wings on this shoe. It's like a nice black type of finish here. I'm not sure if it was like that on the original pair. I've never seen a pair in person. I've only seen pictures and things like that, but on a brand new pair of the original pair, I've never seen, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of us don't know how it originally came. I think it did though, but you know, when Travis Scott showed us his pair kind of did look like this kind of nice black on there, so pretty sure it did look very similar. Like I said, Jordan Brand has been re-releasing shoes to what they looked like back then this year, man, like killing it for the past few years, honestly. But you know, this year we really have been seeing like them going back to the original way the shoes did look, and they've done a pretty good job. So I'm pretty sure this shoe looks, if not better than, you know, the original pairs. But really, really dope shoes, man. Same thing on the inside of the shoe. Let me know what you guys think about these, man. Is it a copper dropper for you guys? Is it a copper drop for you guys? Even on the inside, you guys see my netting right here. It's kind of like wrinkly and not really, you know, fitted together. But you know, it is what it is, man. That's another reason why I'm really not trying to keep this pair. You know what I mean? I really gotta get my hands off it. I want something more perfect. You know, especially if I'm gonna be paying top dollar for it. But you know, if somebody's gonna be wearing it, sometimes people don't really care about these things, but I personally do. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I told the person not to open the box up that I bought it from. Don't do anything to it. I want to be the first one to touch it. So that's what happened. You know what I mean? And it bit me in the butt today. But looking at the toe box on these, all right, these will crease up on you pretty easily. If you guys been seeing how I wore my, you know, Air Rare 4s lately, they will be creasing up just like that. If you guys have the Bike Airs or the SBs, they will crease up, you know, really, really bad if you know, wear them. But, you know, shoes are meant to be creased depending on who you are. If you want to keep them looking nice at all times, make sure you guys put some more shoe trees in them. But looking at the laces here, at the bottom of the tongue here, we get this nice mesh, and then we get the netting over top, and then we get these standard black laces. Now they do come with these extra set of orange laces on the shoe. And we got the top here. This is where, you know, the removable tongue did originate from. So we get the Jumpman in orange, and then the background of that is black, and then when you take it off.
Also, I'm missing my R. Like, I literally just realized this. My R is missing off my Air, and I literally just unboxed these. So definitely quality is not good on these, man. Well, it's good, but I didn't get the best pair at all. I got one of the worst ones you could probably get.
What you guys can see on the left one, it says Jordan Rare Air. Now we did see a shoe drop last week called the Rare Air, which it should have dropped a few months ago when there was nothing released, like I said earlier. And that shoe would have probably did a lot better than what it did this past weekend, because that shoe was a $500, $700 shoe just like this one. But on the inside of the tongue here, it does say Undefeated. All right, in black, and the background of that is in orange. All right, on the inside of the sock lining, it's kind of like a gray. The production dates on this is 11/19/24 to 04/01/25. Give you guys a quick look at that real fast. Taking out the actual tissue inserts. All right, On the actual insole here, it is in orange. We do get sizing stickers over top of the logos, and this does have the Air Jordan 11, you know, insole. Somebody was beating me up in the comments for the last video saying, oh, it's not a dream cell. I made a mistake. I clearly looked at it and said it was the Air Jordan 11. Normally we get these on Air Jordan 11. So, you know, if you've been watching the videos, I just made a mistake. You know what I mean? I didn't edit it out, but these insoles are pretty much the same as dream cell insoles. One is more firmer than the other. You can barely tell the difference. Like if I put them in the shoe and told you to wear it and which one you had on, they basically do the same thing. This one is a little bit more thinner in my opinion. So one is more firmer than the other, depending on how you like, you know, your insoles. Sometimes people just switch out their insoles for doctor soles, depending on their foot situation, or, you know, take out their insole if they got it too small. But anyway, this is the insoles right here. Underneath the actual insole, it is white with a thick piece of tape on the inside. Is like a white. Coming towards the back of the shoes here, people saying they love it, some people saying they hate it, but we get that Nike Air in the back, kind of like in that matte black, which is a really dope pair. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're able to hold on to these, you know what I mean, if you got them for retail, definitely do so. Don't wear these unless, you know, you just want to wear your shoes and whatnot, but it's going to be a great investment to definitely hold on to these shoes, because we're probably not going to see these shoes for another 20, 30 years. And these shoes are going to be way more worth $500 in the long run, in my opinion. So that's really my reason on why I'm trying to get another pair and, you know, wear one, stock one, and, you know, do what I do. But let me know what you guys think about these, man. As you guys see, I'm not as enthusiastic to review these because I didn't get it for retail and just paid a lot of money for these, man. But I'm happy to have them finally in person, one of my grails. But let me know what you guys think, man. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love, and stay tuned. Okay, guys, this way like on feet, pretty clean in my opinion. I'm a true size 9. I'm gonna get 9.5 on my shoes. I did go up half a size on these. In my opinion, you know, these do feel a little bit tighter than, you know, the normal Air Jordan 4, in my opinion. I don't know if I've been walking around all day and my feet are already hurting, so when I put these on, it does kind of like, you know, hurt. But these are kind of snug. If you guys have never had an Air Jordan 4 before, I would say go up half a size from your original size. Air Jordan 4s do run and hurt your feet, especially in this area, in my opinion. I did go up half a size on these, and I do feel this material on the inside and the outside of my foot a lot. I have no slippage on here, as you guys can see. So, you know, go up half a size on these, in my opinion. Don't go true to size, but if you like a snug fit, I guess you can go true to size. This is, you know, an opinionated part, you know, when it comes to the size you get. But in my opinion, if you want a better wearing experience, go up at least a half a size. But show you guys my foot is in the toe box here. This is my big toe. All right, so I do have a little bit of space in the top of the toe box, as you guys can see. Now, you guys may look at that and say, oh, they fit, but, you know, vertically is not where the problem is on these shoes. It's width-wise for me personally. Some people are maybe the opposite, but, you know, if you want a better wearing experience, I think you should go up half a size. But on feet, they look really, really clean. And I'm gonna show you guys what these look like with some different pants options. Right.